Okay, Anonymous asks, Shifu, I heard from a monastic that the monastic life is not easy. So it's important to have the support and encouragement from the monastic community that stays and practices together. For Shifu and those staying alone, is it more difficult? How can we be of help? How can we be of help? Come and join the morning sit and practice together. uh, the monastic life is not easy. Um, nothing is easier. Yeah, nothing is easy. Yeah, either the course is not easy or the result is not easy. If you practice, you want to practice, the course is not easy, the result is easy. You practicing is not easy, the result is easy on you. You can also do it the other way. You don't practice, that's easy, but the result is not easy. So bound to have something that is not easy. So monastic life is not easy. Yes, it's not easy. Just like lay life. Lay life also not easy. Do you all think lay life is easy? Also not easy. Yeah. Lay people also need a lot of support and encouragement. Yeah, that's why we have Father's Day, Mother's Day, to encourage you all to continue to be father and mother. Nowadays, we still have Children's Day. I mean, since our time, we have Children's Day, Youth Day. Why? So encourage your children to be children. Maybe we have birthdays some. Now we have all these days to encourage people. Hey, you're not bad, you're not bad. Yeah, but so what is maybe so this person asked, for Shifu and those staying alone, is it more difficult? Yeah, thank you for the kind concern. Yeah. There are difficulties in staying alone. There are difficulties in staying in the monastery. Yeah, there are different kind of difficulties. When you are in a if you stay in the monastery, then there will be this thing about community duties. Yeah, especially in Singapore. Yeah, I must say that besides, when I was staying in Buddhist library, yeah, of course we can say that it's not a monastery, right? Yeah, but I must say that when I was staying in the Buddhist library, it was a very blissful period. Yeah, because the Buddhist library do not add on a lot of community duties for those who stay there. Once a week, there is the puja. Yeah, and then we rotate to give Dharma talks. So other than that, you have your own time to do your own practices. Yeah, and the meals are taken care of. Then sometimes Bante even cook dal in the morning for breakfast. All I have to do is go down and get prata or to get toasted. Yeah. So in the Buddha's time, there was no monastery, right? So how did the monks survive or not? The nuns survive? We subsist, if in terms of material needs, we subsist based on alms, right? So then, so there are four basic necessities: 衣食住药. So food and no, clothing and food, we subsist through alms. Yeah, alms is not just about food also. Yeah, we receive our clothing through people giving us. Then lodging, in the Buddha's time, they just stay anywhere they can stay. They stay under the tree, they stay in an empty space, any place that people don't kick you out, you can stay. Yeah, so they stay in the cemetery also. They stay in the cave, they stay anywhere. Sometimes they pass by a village and it's late. Then whoever's house, they have a vacant area or just a shack, then they offer to the Buddha or the monks to stay. Now, so as far as support in the Buddha's time, it was pretty simple in a sense. Then over time, gardens were offered, yeah, compounds were offered, right? Like the very famous Anatta Pindika Park, yeah. So the park was offered by collectively by Anatta Pindika and then by Jeta, Prince Jeta. That's why you see in the sutta always Anatta Pindika Park, Jeta Grove, because the prince went offer the tree, he offered the land. So then as a result of the monks staying together, then some other rules came up. Yeah. Why? Because when monks, when people stay together, then what happened? People stay together, then they happily ever after. No. When people stay together, then there's friction. Yeah. Because your lifestyle and my lifestyle different, huh? But isn't all monks' lifestyle the same? No, before we become monks, our lifestyle is different. So there may be certain way of doing things that is not obstructive to the practice, but may interfere with each other. So the Buddha set down additional rules. So even in the Buddha's time, staying together has its pros and cons. Staying together allows the community to learn from one another, but it also means that you have to sort of make some adjustments so that you don't become a disturbance to others. Yeah. So the same goes for today. If you stay in a monastery, sometimes you then have to, some masters say that this is part of cultivation, because then you get to learn to, live with others. In a way, yes, yeah. But other than that, then there's also the part about what I said. You have community duties. So depending on which community you stay in, yeah, whether it's a monastery or Buddhist center, then you may have more or less duties. Yeah. I heard that there are some centers, they have regular 法会. Yeah, and when Chinese do 法会, it's different from the once a week puja in the Buddhist library. Yeah, Buddhist library also have more elaborate puja services, right? Maybe like less than 5 times a year, less than that, right? Wesak Day, we have Ulambana, we have Qingming, yeah, and then Katina is just a one-day thing, yeah. And most of the time, monastics, in a way, we just have to turn up. We're not directly, we don't have to be involved in all the logistics and admin and all those things. Yeah, but for Chinese temple, it's a bit different, no? Yeah, Chinese temple, they are quite involved in the preparation and stuff like that. And oftentimes it's not one evening or one morning affair. Yeah, it's oftentimes like one whole week, like 地藏法会. Not against 地藏法会 or not talking about any particular temple, but just as an example, you can have 地藏法会, let's say 佛七啦, then 梁皇宝忏啦, then 大悲忏啦, then 水忏啦, a lot of 忏啦. 拜到你乱了. You know, yeah. So of course one may wonder like, hey, but isn't that part of your practice to do all this? Well, yes and no. Yes and no. When you participate in any of these puja or services, right? Yeah, it is a very, uplifting process. Yeah, but you ask the volunteers. You ask the volunteers when they attend a retreat versus you all attend the retreat, it's different, right? Because when you're part of the organizing team, then it's a bit different. Yeah, it's a bit different. Yeah. Of course, even like, for example, Xiao Pusa, right? I actually try to ask them to do lesser. You look at our retreat, right? When you come to our retreat, no decoration involved. Literally, like only the small table for the Buddha. Then maybe put a cloth. Okay, that's it. I don't ask them, oh, you must prepare how many flowers. Then the cloth you must full tag. You know, I try to keep all this to a minimum so that volunteers, when they volunteer, they don't have to, you know, get caught up with all these things. And even then, you ask them whether it's the same, still different. So much more if it's with the more traditional one. Not that it's good or bad, because when you attend, imagine if you go to a Chinese Fahui, and then there's no decoration, no flowers, no. Yeah, I think it takes time for people to get used to also. But because a lot of old folks are used to that already, if they suddenly go for a Fahui and there's no decoration, they'll be like, hey, is it on today? Can it go Bible? Huh? You know, yeah. So it's a bag. To me, it's a baggage that we have inherited. So will be. Yeah. So it comes with it. It comes with it. In our monastery in US, retreat or no retreat is the same. There's no difference in the decoration, no additional decoration. I've never seen any decoration in US. It's as is. Yeah, you know, sometimes you see online they sell used car as is. Yeah, our monastery is as is. You come during special day, it's like that. Non-special day is like that. No difference. Yeah. Even Vesak day, we don't put decoration. Yeah. So yeah, so if you talk about the not easy, then there are differences. If you stay alone, then it's a different kind of not easy. If you stay alone, then you don't have all those duties. It's up to you to arrange your timing. So the not easy part for staying alone is self-discipline. Self-discipline. Yeah. Because if you are staying in a monastery, then the community will usually have some kind of group cultivation. Yeah. And there's a certain kind of peer support and pressure. You see everybody practicing, then you also paiseh, you cannot be like, hey, today rain, so sleep in. Cannot. In our monastery, 3, 4 o'clock. Yeah. Ask yourself, if you are staying in a mountain by yourself, then 3, 4 o'clock you set alarm. Then you wake up. Yeah. How many days can you sustain it? Now, of course, we may feel like, but Sifu, aren't monks supposed to just do it? Yes, ideally. But remember, when monks ordain, nuns ordain, we're not enlightened yet, man. So my teacher, he advised us, he said, ideally, don't stay by yourself until you reach a certain level of your meditative practice. Yeah. Of course, sometimes conditions are not up to us. Yeah. And his point is that by that point in time, you have self-discipline. Yeah. And it's not simply self-discipline. You have experienced the benefit of meditation. So you are motivated, self-motivated to practice. Yeah. To me, this is the part that is difficult. A lot of people think that, oh, monastic life is difficult because you need to take care of your food, your lodging, your clothes, and all those things. I must say I've been very fortunate. Yeah, I've been very fortunate. In US, everything is taken care of. We don't have to worry about all that. We just have to take care of our own mind, our own cultivation. And coming back to Singapore, I've been very fortunate to be given the support by the abbot in Komingsuan, and then by the Buddhist library, and by various other seniors. Yeah. So, so in my mind, I feel that material support is not it shouldn't be the most important concern of a person. Yeah. But when I say this, I realize that some people may feel, wow, this monk, see how lian huh? Wow, so proud. Huh? You very很行啊. Actually, I'm not saying that, no. I'm saying that it's because the senior monks, yeah, the fellow monks, and sometimes other senior nuns, and the lay community have been very supportive of the Sangha. Not just me. I don't think it's just about me. Of course, I've also heard from some lay people saying that, no, Shifu, there are some monks or nuns, they stay by themselves, they don't have anybody supporting them. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think that is definitely true. Yeah. But to me, even then, that is not the most critical concern. Hungry, I'm serious. No, even if, let's say from today onward, if I have a choice, if I can make a bargain with the Buddha, right, and I say from today onward, transform all the material support I will be getting for the rest of my life, transform it into spiritual support, I will gladly say, please help me cash in. Yeah. Yeah, because to me, the spiritual support part is the most important for a monastic. Material support, the most you go hungry. Oh. Right. As a lay person, how many times have you gone hungry? When you do your project, when you're at work, sometimes you also go hungry. What's the big deal? If lay people can go hungry for something as insubstantial as work, as material gain, why can't monks go hungry for a bit? So if anybody want to ordain and they are concerned, later I go hungry, how? No place to stay, how? You have to, I don't say you shouldn't ordain. I say you should rethink your attitude. Yeah, so how can we be of help? So I still say, come and practice together. Yeah. To me, this is the best support we can get as monastics. Come and practice together, learn Dharma together. This will keep the Sangha alive. This will keep the Buddha Dharma alive. Yeah. In Singapore, as far as I'm concerned, material support is adequate. Yeah. Of course, maybe other temples they see it. 破坏行情啊. So, of course, there are many temples that need our support. Please go and support. Yeah. Although sometimes I also wonder how much support do we really need? Yeah. But people, satu orang, that nominal support required. Yeah, but temples overhead is much higher. Yeah. That's why some people ask me, Shifu, how come you don't set up a proper center? Yeah, what is a proper center? Isn't this a center? Yeah. The Buddha didn't set up a center himself, right? Wherever he encountered people, be it under a tree, yeah, or at a town hall, or in some forest, when people come and ask him, that is the center. When people come and ask him questions, ask him Dharma questions, consult him on things, that is the center. That is the Dharma center. Yeah. Would it be good if we have a so-called proper center? Yeah, then it will be very difficult. Then monastic life will be even more difficult. I'm not talking about having other monks to stay together. I think that's wonderful. I'm saying once you have a center, then we have to start to worry about all the logistics. Yeah, all the logistics, mortgage for the place lah, yeah, or mortgage for the lease. Yeah, if you have your center in the new town, then it is 30-year lease. Yeah, and we're talking not about 十幾千 幾百萬 we're talking about millions of dollars. Suddenly, I mean, even for lay people, you may not need to think about millions of dollars. But the moment you have a Buddhist center, suddenly you have to start thinking about millions of dollars. In case any of you know of some Buddhist center, no resident monk, just looking for one, looking for people to make good use of the place, let me know. Yeah, but I have a condition, must be fully paid. Yeah, don't give me a place that have 10 million in lieu. Then hope atomic bomb. Yeah, that's the only kind of temple I want. Fully paid, everything covered already. Yeah, and then we just go there and then use the place. So that Shifu and the volunteers and everybody who go to the center can just focus on Dharma, right? Because imagine if now somebody go and pasang me one Buddhist center, but then the place every month have to settle $4,000-5,000 of utilities, rental, mortgage, or whatever. Then even if you're not volunteer, when you go there, you also stress. You also wonder, this place how? So to me, if you want to be of help, so I still say, how can, I don't know whether this person anonymous is a monk or a lay person, but I presume should be a lay person. Yeah, because the phrasing appears to be from a lay person. Monastic wouldn't ask the question in this way. Yeah, because this person is asking like monastic life is a separate thing, right? So for a lay person, my suggestion is this: how can you all be of help to the monastic community? Come and practice together. I don't mean, oh, you all must come and sit together. Yeah, I welcome, but whichever center is doing group cultivation, group practices, or giving Dharma talk, go and attend. I don't say that, oh, you must die come and attend mine. Yeah, go and support all the monastics who are conducting Dharma activities. Yeah, within your means. If let's say some centers, they have a certain fee to it and you cannot afford it, and they don't allow free participation, then you have to 倾家荡产, you have to sell your house to participate. But anyway, shouldn't be so high also. So come and practice together, learn Dharma together, and this will help to keep the Buddha Dharma going. Shifu, Marcel asks, Shifu, why didn't Shifu continue staying in BL if it was so blissful? Because it's full. Yeah, BL is not a very big place. Yeah, when I left, there was Bande Jyoti who joined in. Yeah, thanks for asking this question. I'm sure there are many people who have this question. Actually, I think Marcel should know because I mentioned it quite a few times already, unless he's sleeping during class. Yeah, I mentioned in many classes. Yeah. Don't shake your head. I know what I said better than what you have heard. But anyway, thank you for asking again. Yeah, you all watch out. I explained today. You see when Marcel asked again, or somebody asked again. Yeah. So when I left and go back to Komingsan back in 2013, there was Bante, and then prior to that, Bante Jyoti came over from UK. Yeah. Then in the past, don't know how many, I think 1 or 2 years later, Bante's who is Sumana? No. Second, what's the other Bante's name? Sumana, is it?
Sumananda.
Sumananda, yeah, Sumananda. Yeah. So now there's 2 other variables there besides Bante Dhammaratana. Of course, you can say, but Bante not in Singapore. Then how I go and stay his room? So all the available rooms for monks to stay are all occupied, unless I go and squeeze into the the third floor. Third floor, there's still a middle room, but the middle room is where the third floor auntie they put all the things for making the cushion. Yeah, all the cloth, all the cotton. Bags of cotton they put inside there. Unless I can squeeze it. Yeah, no lah. So this is why. Yeah. Oh, but to answer the question why I left, because even before I left, the abbot in Komingsan, Abbot Ponson, he actually asked me to go back to help him. Yeah, back then. Yeah, back then. So prior to me moving, in fact, after going to BL for about half a year or a year, he started asking me. Yeah, because I think at that point in time, the Buddhist college was in its infancy, and perhaps some help was needed. So when I went back, a good part of my involvement was also with the Buddhist college. Yeah. So go back for 3 years, finish helping, then here we are. Yeah. But Marcel, sometimes the way he asks question very funny. He asks a question, then put a smiley face. Right. A bit that makes the question by itself no problem. Put the smiley face out, then got problem. Like it becomes a tongue-in-cheek question. Like trying to be funny kind of question. Are you trying to be funny, Marcel? No, huh? Then don't put unnecessary emoticons. I remember a long time ago, there was this prime minister forum in NTU. So all the student leaders get to attend, and I was part of the student leader because JCRC ma. Then I remember there was this fellow student who asked a question. That was a bit what you call it? A bit tricky. Yeah. Then you know what? Okay, why said? Before he answered, he asked, is this a serious question? Are you asking this seriously? Or are you like basically asking like, are you asking in a sincere way, or are you trying to be funnier? Then the student said, of course I'm asking this seriously. Then he said, oh yeah, because if you are not asking this seriously, then I'll give you a different answer. Yeah. Anyway, let me repeat. Whether it's with us together here in the morning or in any other centers, yeah, the best way to support the Sangha, the best way to support Buddhism is to learn and practice together. Don't have the kind of mindset, I just buy Dharma books, I just learn by myself. Everybody learn by themselves, no more Buddhism, no more Buddha Dharma. Then all become Pacceka Buddha if you succeed. If you don't succeed, then all become, you know what? I mean, 愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿得智慧真明了，
愿得智慧真明了，
普愿罪障悉消除，
普愿罪障悉消除，
世世常行菩萨道。
世世常行菩萨道。
阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。
Till we meet again, may be guided and protected by the Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. As always.
乖乖。
All right. Have a Dharma full day ahead. Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you, Shifu.
Thank you, Shifu.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
师父。
Bye-bye, 师父。
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.